I would say number one is don't specialize in one sport. Right off the bat, have them be a well-rounded person, do multiple sports. Sports specialization does not help get them to play professional sports. It does not even help them get the college scholarship. That's a myth. Those are myths that are sold by people who work in youth sports who are trying to make money off you. If you come to my baseball camp all the time and you play baseball all year round, I'll help you get a college scholarship. That's a myth. And that's a myth. People do it because then you pay big money to go to these youth sport camps and programs and club travel teams and all this other. That's a myth. So you need to play multiple sports, give time off of one sport, do not specialize, and allow them to, allow a kid to run around and play. It doesn't have to be structure. It doesn't have to be going to a camp and a baseball camp and hitting in the batting cages, all that. You know what it's about? It's about playing. Let them play in the backyard, just hitting a wiffle ball. I mean, those type of things. Or play in other sports. Let them do multiple things and don't structure it, because that starts off the cascade of the negative consequences of what happens in the long run to these young athletes. So I think as that's the very first thing. It shouldn't be in youth sports. It should not be about winning and losing. And it's not that everybody gets a trophy generation. It's for the enjoyment of the game. I get a great example as as my daughter does high school track, and she was a freshman. She qualified for the state in pole vault, so she's pretty good. But when I went to the state and we went to her banquet, that one of the coaches asked a group of the athletes to say, "Tell me about your most memorable moment in track season this year." And they had about 10 kids say what their most memorable moment about running track was. 2 of the 10 mentioned PR and how they broke their PR record in their event, and or they qualified for state or anything like that. 8 of them talked about something that happened during practice or competition where they had a funny moment, or when their friend did something, or when their friend was competing, they were all cheering for them because they were happy and they were laughing about it, or somebody tripped over a hurdle in practice and they all thought it was the funniest thing in the world. 8 of the 10 talked about the experience of being an athlete as being a teammate and a friend. Only 2 of them talked about what they did in competition-wise. That shows you the priorities of the kids who are participating. But if you talk to the coaches or parents and they talk about the most memorable moment, it's the winning and losing. Oh, when you won the championship, we won this, hey, it was great. It's not about the participation. We got to get back to letting the kids be kids and enjoying the participation, enjoying going after and getting a Slurpee as much as the fact that you won the game. And we don't have that, because it's about winning and losing, because if a coach wins or loses, they can make more money off you because they can have more kids come to their travel team and their camp. It's a vicious cycle that we have to figure out as a society how to break.